They lost their children during last year's flood at Camp Mystic in Kerr County. They now want the state to stop that camp from reopening. We want to thank you for joining us for this 1-hour edition of KPRC 2 News at 6. I'm Keith Garvin.
And I'm Stefania Jimenez. And you can see here the damage done to that camp after the July 4th flash floods. The parents who lost their kids in that tragedy are telling 2 Investigates Robert Arnold that they still don't know exactly what happened during last year's flood. And for that very reason, they think it's way too soon to have kids back at that camp this summer.
I think a big part of risk management in general is sitting down with those affected and explaining everything that happened, why it happened, and what we're doing moving forward to improve things. And that has not occurred.
For Warren and Patricia Bellows, Natalie Landry, and Brant Dillon, a trust was broken.
I came across a letter that Lainey wrote and said, "Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for always keeping me safe." And it's like, it's heartbreaking because we couldn't be there to protect them.
We want full transparency, and we want to know exactly the details of that night so that we can understand fully what happened, so other people can understand what happened and make sure that this doesn't happen again in the future.
Margaret Bellows and Lainey Landry were 8 and 9 when they left for Mystic.
And they'd only met once.
Yeah, and it was like they had been friends forever. Lainey and Margaret ran onto the bus together. They were so excited they hardly even hugged us goodbye. They just ran off.
Lucy Dillon was 8.
We just wanted Lucy to grow in her faith. We wanted her to meet lifelong friends and build relationships.
What would you like to see happen?
I think that we would like to see their license not be renewed until there's a thorough investigation.
We know that it was preventable.
At minimum, a pause on their license renewal until things can be fully investigated.
Working with Crime Stoppers of Houston, several families have filed a complaint against Camp Mystic with the Texas Department of State Health Services, which licenses and inspects youth camps. They are asking the state not to renew Mystic's license at this time.
I think the same people who are still who were in charge on July 4th are still in charge. I think we need more time to make sure that they understand what they're doing. The state of Texas needs to make sure that they actually enforce the laws that they've written.
This is the time of year camps apply for licenses, and according to state officials, they've received 212 emails against renewing Camp Mystic's license and 8 supporting it.
It does no good to have a, wonderful, wholesome, loving camp that helps your children to grow spiritually, that helps them to make new friends, if they don't get to come home from it. They need to be able to come home.
Officials with Camp Mystic sent us a written statement reading several safety upgrades have been done at the camp, including evacuation planning. They are seeking to reopen the Cypress Lake campground, not the location where the 27 campers and counselors lost their lives, along with Mystic co-owner Dick Eastland. You can read the camp's full statement on click2houston.com, along with answers from the state as to what's being done to implement greater oversight and safety requirements at youth camps. Those new requirements come directly from laws passed in response to the lives lost at Camp Mystic. Live in the newsroom, Robert Arnold, KPRC 2 News.